Here it is. It's kind of unassuming. These things just sort of appeared overnight in Minneapolis and in St. Paul. Now there's dozens of these bird scooters all across both cities, and local governments are trying to scramble to figure out not only how to regulate them, but how to deal with them on their streets. It's okay if you don't know what these are. A lot of people don't.
I was like, wow, I didn't know what to say.
They're electric scooters that top out around 15 miles per hour. You rent them through an app costing $1 to unlock and then 15 cents a minute.
Let's figure this out, huh?
Ben Johnson was a little stumped by the Bird app in northeast Minneapolis.
I don't know, I'm doing it right now, so...
And you know who else is scrambling to figure this stuff out? The city of Minneapolis. A Public Works spokesman says Bird never told the city or Public Works department it was launching.
I don't think we're concerned yet.
Current state and city regulations treat foot scooters like bicycles. You can't ride them on busy sidewalks, but you can use them on some bike paths. But other cities have already had huge issues with Bird and a similar startup Lime. Denver removed them temporarily last month, and crashes like this one have been recorded all over YouTube. On Tuesday morning, a city council committee advanced an ordinance amendment to tighten regulations in Minneapolis, including parking and licensing.
I think our existing ordinances are adequate to control it, and our new ordinances will really put a better frame around it and be able to have a very specific conversation with, birds and the Limes of the world.
Oh, there we go.
Now, if only people could figure out how to use these scooters.
Hit unlock.
Once Ben Johnson did, it was off to the races through the streets of Minneapolis. And we spent a lot of the day focusing on Minneapolis. We have been told that the full council is going to vote on that amended ordinance later in the month. But in St. Paul, some of these parked scooters have been a real issue. Public Works spokesperson told me today that there were many of them that were illegally parked today, didn't have a permit, were in violation of their code. So they're developing their own framework and appear to be a little bit stricter at this point than the city of Minneapolis. Julie, back to you.
Interesting. All right. Thanks, Danny.